it's hard to have a business conversation today without bringing up AI in some
Of course.
respect.
Yeah.
So I would think with all the data that you'll be having from all these different sources, AI might play a role. First of all, I guess, will it play a role? And then if so, how will you be using it to be more effective?
Yeah, it's already playing a role in what we do. So some of the ways that we are using it now, as you mentioned, is looking through all of our data sources to improve our targeting. So we will be using AI embedded tools or AI enabled tools for predictive analytics on what content we think will resonate best with our audiences. We can also create synthetic audiences. So we do market research with actual physicians and patients, and we build um, audiences that look similar to them, and we can use AI to get bigger data sets and query more than just 10 patients that we can interview in person. We can build those into synthetic audiences to ask questions about, what are the challenges you have with quitting smoking? What are your reactions to this type of content? How do you feel about this messaging? So we can test those with AI tools to get a lot more information faster. We'll be using it for monitoring the impact of our activities. So that's where we can make that agility and that flexibility. So it will do the analytics for us to tell us what's resonating, what's driving prescribing, what's not being opened, what we should do instead, what we should reconsider. So we have it throughout the entire ecosystem of, pulling the information together, analyzing our customers, helping us with decision making, all throughout the entire ecosystem that we've built. Which is an ACHV owned platform that we have created. Outside of that, and where I think you see most marketers using AI now in pharma and elsewhere, is content development. So we can make things a lot faster. So while we don't need to go out and make 100 different sales aids and detail pieces right out of the gate, we could.
Okay.
Very
What would be an example of some AI generated tool like that
So we've put everything that we have on the product, our prospective label, our expected messaging and claims. So we put it into our database. So we have a knowledge base that sits outside of our platform. It can create campaigns. It can create digital assets. We could do web content.
Okay.
So if you think about banner ads that you
like
would
images and like
you
videos.
can create videos. So you can say, I want an image of a person who smokes who looks like this.
Okay. To reinforce your message.
Create me a video of her throwing her cigarettes in the garbage.
Okay.
We can do that in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So we don't have to do a photo shoot.
Save time. I mean, that's what AI is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to make us more, and that kind of plays right into what you're doing, with the fewer resources compared to big pharma.
Exactly.
You're able to do a lot of those things with AI that normally would be done by a big team, which a lot of those guys are getting laid off right now.
We still have to have the creativity. So we have to have the human in the loop for a lot of things. So we think about like our MLR process, which is the medical legal review of the content. Obviously, we are a highly regulated industry, and we have to be very careful on how we talk to our customers and be very compliant. But we can create the rules in AI, put the content through it, and it will flag, this is crossing the line, you need to pull it back, or this is, this meets the criteria that you have established for what is a compliant piece. And then it can have a lawyer review it quickly as, 90% of the way there. And they can rubber stamp it and say, yes, this follows the rules, we can put this through. So that process typically would take 2 to 3 weeks per piece.
Okay.
So that's just for like one sales aid or one piece of content, not including like a full campaign.
Okay.
Which would take 6 months.
Okay. So you shortened it with using AI and these pathways, protocols. Okay.
We're often asked the question, why hasn't this been done before? Because some of these technologies already exist. And I think we've got the benefit of starting from a blank piece of paper. So we don't have the legacy of some kind of commercial infrastructure that has to be adapted and evolved to where the new digital kind of platform. So I think that really gives us an advantage, and certainly the integration of 8 different agencies at Omnicom does allow that. And some of these technologies already exist, and some of them have been successful. But as far as we know, this is the first time all of these technologies and capabilities have been integrated into a single platform.